The earth would die if the sun stopped kissing her. With life as short as a half-taken breath, don't plant anything but love. The heart is a 1,000-stringed instrument that can only be tuned with love. All I know is love, and I find my heart infinite and everywhere. We are people who need to love, because love is the soul's life. One regret, dear world, that I am determined not to have when I am lying on my deathbed is that I did not kiss you enough. I am filled with you. Skin, blood, bone, brain, and soul. There's no room for lack of trust. Look in my eyes and see the cosmos. For a day, just for one day, talk about that which disturbs no one and bring some peace into those beautiful eyes. Your soul and mine once sat together in the beloved's womb playing footsie. Your heart and my heart are very, very old friends. I once asked a bird, "How is it that you fly in this gravity of darkness?" She responded, "Love lifts me up." Love sometimes wants to do us a great favor, hold us upside down and shake all the nonsense out. The intellect is a great fighter, but it makes a miserable master. Oh, you who try to learn the marvels of love through the textbook of reason, I fear you may never truly understand. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me, look what happens with a love like that, it lights up the whole sky." On the high branches of the heavenly tree, beyond earthly desires, my soul bird has built a warm nest. An awake heart is like a sky that pours light. Carry your heart through this world like a life-giving sun. I am happy even before I have a reason. I am full of light even before the sky can greet the sun or the moon. I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all of its beauty. It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. The time has come to honor the eternal light inside you. Remember, even for just 1 minute a day, strive to see yourself as God sees you. She knows your true royal nature. If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. This sky, this light, this blessed day, they are all a part of you. The moon stays bright when it doesn't avoid the night. What is this love and laughter budding in our hearts? It is the glorious sound of a soul waking up. I am a hole in a flute that the Christ's breath moves through. Listen to this music. When the soul begins to awaken, all that exists in nature starts to sing. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other, do not make any sense. The idea that a human being can achieve perfect love or perfect knowing may seem extraordinary, yet it is a belief shared by most spiritual systems. Truth has shared so much with me that I can no longer call myself a man, a woman, an angel, or even pure soul. I took one breath of his spirit and I vanished. Yet now that I've returned, I see too, the master and the servant. Pulling out the chair beneath your mind and watching you fall upon God. What else is there for Hafiz to do that is any fun in this world? I am in love with every church and mosque and temple and any kind of shrine because I know it is there that people say the different names of the one God. Everyone, whether self-denying or self-indulgent, seeks the beloved. Every place can be a shrine of love, be it mosque or synagogue. Your separation from God is the hardest work you will ever do. Words are a pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one person to another, not words. I have learned so much from God that I can no longer call myself a Christian, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Jew. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. We have come into this exquisite world to experience ever and ever more deeply our divine courage, freedom, and light. I am on a most excellent path. I am doing something in this world for which I was created. In hard times, do not turn away from hope, for soft marrow resides within hard bones. If you are not free now, when will you be? If you finally achieve the desire of your life, cast the world aside, truly abandon it. We have not come here to take prisoners, but to surrender ever more deeply to freedom and joy. The army of accidents lies in ambush everywhere, so the rider of life runs with loosened reins. Why do you stay in prison when the door is wide open? Great religions are ships, and poets are lifeboats. Every sane person I know has jumped overboard. The world is like a beautiful bride, but remember, she belongs to no one. The small man builds cages for everyone he knows, while the sage, who has to duck his head when the moon is low, keeps dropping keys all night long for the beautiful rowdy prisoners. Forgiveness is the cash you need. All the other kinds of currency are worthless. The sun will stand as your best man and whistle when you have found the courage to marry forgiveness, when you have found the courage to marry love. Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would like to see you living in better conditions. Dear ones, beware of the small gods created by fearful men. They offer anesthetic comfort on sad days. Now that all your worry has proved such an unlucrative business, why not find a better job? You yourself are your own obstacle. Rise above yourself. Don't surrender your loneliness so quickly. Let it cut more deeply. Let it ferment and season you as few human or even divine ingredients can. In solitude, many things are born that the world can't even imagine. Learn to recognize the counterfeit coins that may buy you just a moment of pleasure, but then drag you for days like a broken man behind a farting camel. There is no joy without a touch of bitterness. Grief can be the garden of compassion. What do sad people have in common? It seems they have all built a shrine to the past and often go there and do a strange wail in worship. What is the beginning of happiness? It is to stop being so religious like that. The words you speak become the house you live in. Speak little, and only when your purpose demands it. Heaven gave you 2 ears and 1 tongue, meaning, listen twice, but speak once. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Join me in the pure atmosphere of gratitude for life. And the sun and the moon sometimes argue over who'll tuck me in at night. If you think I am having more fun than anyone on this planet, you're absolutely correct. Spring passes and one remembers one's innocence. Summer passes and one remembers one's exuberance. Autumn passes and one remembers one's reverence. Winter passes and one remembers one's perseverance. Ever since happiness heard your name, it has been running through the streets trying to find you. I am happy even before I have a reason. Be like the sun for grace and mercy. Be like the night to cover others' faults. Sing because this is a food our starving world needs. Laugh because that is the purest sound. All these words are just a front. What I truly want is to hold you close and sing for days and nights. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. Start seeing everything as God, but keep it a secret. Everyone is God speaking. Why not be polite and listen to him? Now is the time to know that all you do is sacred. We carry inside us the wonders we seek outside us. I am not of those who fear the unknown, since mystery is the essence of life. Listen, this world is the lunatic sphere. Don't always agree it's real. Even with my feet upon it, and the postman knowing my door, my address is somewhere else.